Career Tech Academy Charter School, still considered a new program, sits on the Hagat shore. And the Mighty Siheks have made history for their school with this year fielding the first boys interscholastic basketball team.
It's quite historical. It's the first time we've had a formal team enter at the varsity level. For almost all of my sons behind me, it's the first time they ever donned a uniform for a high school. It gives their families a reason to come together for the first time. And if there's anything that can be achieved, they've already won.
We're enjoying it as much as we're taking it seriously, because some of us boys are like their first time. They don't really know how to play, but we just take it as for fun. We just enjoy it and spend more time as much as we can.
And while the campus sports a breathtaking backdrop that's absolutely unbeatable, their hardwood squad is winless. But they've already got the fighting spirit and a desire to compete.
Trying to be as consistent as possible, just trying to use good examples to show them ways that we can compare the way our season has gone, against some of the other boys that we know are on the island that are training and competing every day.
We gather as a team and practice every day of the week, even weekends, besides Sunday. And we just go over and over our mistakes and try not to do it. And then on game days, it happens, but right after games, we go back to practice and pick up from where we left off.
Now, a first season for any sport is tough, usually involving taking your lumps and establishing your identity. But victory will come at some point, and Coach Bret Starr uses an analytics approach to show his roster how they've improved and grown.
To be able to use certain examples like turnovers or missed free throws to be able to dissect the game to show that we were maybe a lot closer to our opponent than the way the score reflects at the end of the game.
Having island-wide enrollment, not all the players live in the surrounding South.
Keeping the boys together and bringing them together can be a challenge because I would say more than half of them are coming from villages like Dedido, Barragata, a lot of the villages in the north. So we do spend a fair amount of time trying to coordinate just transportation.
And despite the fact that they have yet to get into the win column, they've already earned their place in the league by proving they can hang with some of the more traditional powerhouse schools.
So we've had a couple of games now, a handful of games where we did have a shot at pulling off a win.
St. John's, because our defense was on point.
FD handed us a great loss, but they were smiling and they enjoyed themselves.
We've been close with Harvest, St. John's, and Guam High at one point was fairly competitive. Sanchez, to a big surprise, was very close in the early quarters.
Each game we go to, we keep that positive, we keep that mindset that we're gonna win, we plan out that, and when they don't go as planned, we just go back to practice and pick up from there.
Only a few weeks into the regular season, the school's building their legacy as the first to wear their numbers and proudly fly their school colors in hardwood competition.
You just go to a game and you watch them don the uniform and you see it in their face. First of all, they have nice uniforms, so we'll give them that. Second, they're not just basketball players, they're varsity basketball players. And so I reinforce that they're at the highest level of competition in high school, despite the record, they've already won.
It's history, honestly. It's to be a first person to be on a Career Tech basketball team ever, and to be with these guys is awesome, honestly.